Hello, Mrs. Smith. I'm so glad that you are able to come and sub for my Spanish class while I'm gone uh, on a vacation to Hawaii. Yeah, I wish you were going with me, but I guess it, only room for one. Um, first, I would like you to sub for my Spanish one, which is the first hour of the day from 7:40 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Uh, Usually, most teachers get there. We have to be there around 7:40, or we have to be there around 7:15 in the morning for 7:40 class. But as a sub, you do not have to get there until about 7:30ish. 10 minutes before class starts. Um, I will have everything laid out and whatever that you need. My phone number will be available on the sub plans and the contact sheet, so you can get a hold of me whenever, and I will try to get a hold of you via email or phone if you need it. To start with, let's go over your day by day schedule. So, Tuesday of that week, day one. So, first thing we get there, the first objective is to get lunch count taken and attendance taken. And that takes, about 5 minutes or so. And, kids get in there and get sat down. So, and I read their names off in Spanish and they tell me if they're here or not. And yeah, you can mark it on the computer. There'll be instructions laid out how to get on the Alma website and how to use it. Okay. Second thing that we do after we're done with that, we do a verbal review every day, every morning. And for this review, we do our abecedario, which is ABCs, which you would know that. And then we do números, numbers, and we can do portesanos by tens, and then we do días de la semana, which is days of the week, and then we do meses del año, months of the year. Then we go over colores, and I have all the kids do that together and say them out loud together, and as they're saying it, I usually walk around and try to make sure they're saying it right and help them if they need it. Then after I get done going through all that, the third objective of the morning, the day, is to do teacher-student dialogue, meaning I will ask them questions in Spanish and they will answer them in Spanish as well, or in English if it's vice versa. So, for instance, if I say, ¿cómo se dice yellow in español? How do you say yellow in Spanish? Then they would answer, yo dice amarillo, which you know that. And then I just do that and go around the room with various questions of various vocab and words that we're learning and anything like that. Anything that you can come up with. Numbers, letters, anything. And then after that is our fourth objective, which would be going over the new vocab words of that section, which I will have them marked in the book, and you'll know which ones we'll have. So what you do is you walk around, and as you walk around, you say the vocab word, and then the whole class repeats it together as a class. When When you're done with all of them, then we're done. But there's usually a lot of vocab words, and I just make sure that they're saying it right. And I usually say it before, that way they can learn to say it and say it in the correct way. Because I always stress to them, it's not how fast you can say something, it is if you know the material and if you can pronounce it correctly, enunciate. And that is what is important in my class. After the new vocab words, then we get started in the book. So this week we are on Unidad 7, Lección 2, en libros, página 380. So we're doing Unit 7, Lesson 2 in the book, page 380 is what we're going to start on. With that, we just go over what that page is about, and I usually have the kids read the certain paragraphs and stuff in Spanish, and then they have to translate everything. That way they get used to saying it, and they know what it means. And then after that, we go to the next page, página 382, because the first is 380 and 381, but we do activities, práctica de vocabulario, 1 y 2, and then we're just the questions about what they read in the earlier chapter, or in the earlier unit, the page that they had just read. So they should be able to answer those. And usually everything there takes about, class time is 50 minutes, and usually it takes close to all 50 minutes to get everything done. By the time you go through all objectives and get everything done, class should be over. Then the next few days is basically the same thing, through the fourth objective. The only thing difference is we're just doing different pages on different days, which they will be marked in the book, and they will be marked on your lesson plans. So you should be able to go over them pretty easy. We're just going to continue in the book with the next page. Same lesson, next page. There's stories in there that we read, Telehistoria Escena Uno, and then we do activities with it, actividades del episodio for each of them. And then we just keep going through the book each day, going to do something, another page. But every day, the first 4 objectives will be exactly the same and doing the same exact thing. So it should be pretty easy. Hopefully you can get it done, but if not, that is no problem. And if there are any problems, then you can either call me or text me or email me. I will get back to you as soon as I can, and hopefully there is enough information. There will be more information given as on paper with your lesson plans. So, yeah. Again, thank you for doing this, and thank you for watching my class, and I hope everything works out great. And yeah, I will see you guys when I get back. Thanks. Bye.